Did you know that I was one of the most iconic queens of France? I am Marie Antoinette, and in my time at the court, I was known for my exquisite taste in fashion. But my life was not just luxury. I faced the tragedy of the French Revolution, which culminated in my execution. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video to learn more about my fascinating and tragic story. I was born in Vienna, Austria, on the 2nd of November, 1755, into the royal family of the Habsburgs. My childhood was filled with education in etiquette and protocol, preparing me for my future as a queen. At the tender age of 14, I was betrothed to Louis Auguste, the Dauphin of France, in an attempt to strengthen ties between Austria and France. My love life was not easy. At first, my marriage to Louis XVI was complicated and full of political pressures. My early years in the French court were challenging, as I had to adapt to a completely different culture and face the expectations of the French nobility. Despite the challenges, I immersed myself in court life, developing a love for fashion and theatre, and gaining influence in political circles. However, my youth was also marked by rumors and scandals, and my luxurious lifestyle was often criticized. Despite everything, I found comfort in my children and some close friends, who supported me in the most difficult moments. Although my reign is often associated with excess and frivolity, I also had significant achievements. My influence on fashion was undeniable. I set trends that resonated throughout Europe, and my style became synonymous with elegance and sophistication. Additionally, I fostered the arts and culture, patronizing artists and musicians, and contributing to the flourishing of cultural life in Versailles. As for my love life, my marriage to Louis XVI was initially challenging, but over time, we grew together as a couple and had 4 children. Despite political pressures and court expectations, we found comfort and mutual support in our relationship. One of the lesser-known curious facts about me is my love for gardening. I designed the garden of the Petit Trianon in Versailles, creating a personal refuge where I could escape the demands of court life. However, my luxurious lifestyle and influence at court also made me a symbol of the monarchy's excesses, which ultimately contributed to my downfall during the French Revolution. My life, once filled with luxury and splendor, came to a tragic end during the turbulent days of the French Revolution. The anger of the French people, fueled by years of hunger and inequality, turned against the monarchy, and I became a symbol of everything that was wrong with the system. I was imprisoned during the French Revolution due to the growing anger and resentment of the French people towards the monarchy. The economic situation in France was desperate, with widespread famine and poverty, and many saw me as a symbol of the excesses and indifference of the nobility. My political enemies took advantage of this perception, and rumors and caricatures were spread that portrayed me as frivolous and disconnected from the people's needs. One of the most famous but incorrect myths is that I responded to the news that the people had no bread by saying, "Let them eat cake." Additionally, my Austrian origin made me unpopular in some circles, and I was accused of sympathizing with France's enemies and conspiring against the revolution. All of this culminated in my arrest and imprisonment in 1793. I was subjected to a trial in which I was accused of treason and other crimes, including some unfounded and scandalous charges. I was finally sentenced to death and executed by guillotine. My death became a powerful symbol of the fall of the monarchy and the rise of the Republic in France. My last words were an apology to the executioner, whom I accidentally stepped on. Despite the tragedy of my death, my life was not in vain. Through my achievements and failures, I left an indelible mark on the history of France and European culture. My influence on fashion and the arts endures to this day, and my story remains a reminder of the dangers of excess and disconnection from the people. My life was a mix of luxury and tragedy, of love and loss. Despite the challenges and criticisms, I found strength in my family and my passions. My story is a testament to the complexity of life at court and the relentless forces of history that can change a nation's destiny. If you have been interested in my story and want to learn more about other important figures in history, don't forget to subscribe and keep watching more videos. Your support allows these stories to come to life and continue to inspire future generations.